How much of your life would you say is luck versus skill?
As an entrepreneur, I think most of us hate the word luck, right? Because it's about timing and having the tenacity to take advantage of that timing, or having a right idea to execute at that time, right? I think that I look back at everything that's happened in my life, and you're like, this particular thing happened at that point 15 years ago to set me up for this. So I think it's a series of steps that have happened where I've made a significant pivot in my life, a change, and it's just helped build me to where I'm fortunate enough to be right now. So I think it's just timing and making the right decision at the right time.
So what % would you say is luck and skill?
In my life, like with luck, I think, like if I just think of selling cars, like investments, executing, I think it sounds braggy. I don't mean it to be, but I think it's 90% skill, 10% luck. That's what it feels like for me.
What was your first business?
My first business ever was when I was in when I was in elementary school. I was like selling snacks to neighborhood kids. Yes. Yeah. I would go buy them from Aldi or Jewel or wherever, and then pay $1 for a box of Little Debbie's, and then go resell them for more.
Pretty lucrative.
Yeah. I mean, hey, when you turn a $1 into like $2 or $3 back then, that's
good ROI.
Game on. Yeah. Yeah. And especially when you account for inflation, that's like $4 or $5 in today's money. So it was pretty decent. But my first serious business was when I started installing radios in vehicles. And as I mentioned, like every step has been a gradual kind of, I'll walk you through it. Started installing radios in cars, created a business card. It got me better understanding the mechanics works of cars, got me a little bit more business minded, but it wasn't driving significant revenue by any means, right? It was an install or two a week. And then bought myself a Camaro with my own money. I went and financed it. It was a 94 Z28. And the car broke. So it was so bad where I definitely could not afford it. I think it was a cracked head or a head gasket issue, and I didn't have the money to go fix that. So I parted it out on eBay. So you take the combination of me building this eBay account where I had built 20, 30 feedback, built some positive trust with people, positive feedback, and that I had this business card and this other venture that I ran. Then I had my idea to go sell wheels and tires on eBay that kind of just came to me probably when I was looking for wheels for some vehicle of another, and went and walked into this little manufacturer because part of it's because I'm cheap and I was trying to buy them at the best price. You know, you go to a Firestone, and then you're like, well, these guys are marking it up. Why don't I go directly to the manufacturer? So found the manufacturer. They were pretty local to me. And then I found out that, hey, these wheels are actually quite a bit cheaper than what the Firestone's selling them to me at. And in addition to that, like there's people selling them on eBay for where I can go make money at this price. So I walked in there. I had my radio installation business card on me. I already had the eBay account set up. And somehow, some way, this manufacturer would allow, but somehow, some way, they let this 19-year-old kid walk in and start a relationship with them where anyone else would have turned me away if I didn't have business tax paperwork and actual LLC established. And then I just started listing stuff on eBay, and it started selling right away. And the best part about it is I didn't need cash to go buy the product. I can list what they stocked locally, sell it, use the person's money to go buy the product, and then pocket the difference. And that's how we started on eBay. Yeah.
So it's near drop shipping, like going straight to the wholesaler and then selling it at a premium and sending it to people. And
exactly. We would go pick it up because I didn't trust this manufacturer to like eBay it has always been just like Amazon where they're very particular about the whole buying experience. So I would actually go drive there. I bought this crappy old like 1989 GMC van. I drive there, pick up the product, bring it back, package it myself, ship it myself out of my location. So yeah, it was near drop ship, leveraging their inventory, but fulfilling it myself. And then pretty quickly you learn that they run sales or other stuff where there's incentive to stock. So I went and got, I think 2 months later, I went and got a small office by our apartment building that I was operating out of, and started just operating my own business at age 19 out of this office and picking up wheels and strapping them and getting them shipped out. Then we transitioned into wheel and tires. I think I'm one of the first guys that did wheel and tire packages on eBay, built our own brand with one of my partners called Mr. Wheel Deal. It was our first e-com website that got us out of marketplaces like eBay. And then we partnered with some other Sean and Ben who had built custom offsets, Fitment Industries. We launched our own brands that we manufactured in China, Anthem, Archon. So we realized we had all these businesses in kind of separate partnerships and deals that we had worked throughout the way. So in 2019, we kind of merged them all together where we just created one kind of parent company called Enthusiast Enterprises, and all the owners kind of rolled up and owned all of the companies and had their share. So that's the way that it is today. We have a great partnership. Everybody works together well. And so now I think we're doing a little bit north of $350 million in revenue. This year we should finish with, and just shipping 3,000 to 4,000 wheels and tires a day out of our facility. What started as, 4 or 5 sets a week